Star Wars is back, and just the way I like it. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Derek, the overview, and we have our first trailer for Star Wars Visions Season 3. Star Wars Visions is an anthology series that actually takes place sometimes in the original trilogy, but somehow I feel like, yeah, these are interconnecting stories in a way, but I feel like this is its own studio. It's taking their ways on Star Wars. And funny enough, Season 1, I can just say, yeah, I already knew it was going to be dealing with anime when I heard anime and Star Wars. Yeah, something tells me I might be into this. It had a solid first season, and funny enough, two episodes in mine were my favorites. One was the first one with the Ronin, and the other was with the twins, which, funny enough, we kind of got a glimpse of what that was going to be like in the Acolyte, which I feel like, yeah, they should have just taken notes from this series because, yeah, this one did it perfectly. Season 2, on the other hand, did its own separate route versus the first season one because I feel like they went to more animation styles. Like it did its own Spider Verse look, which I thought, yeah, the colors are interesting. Some animated versions where I thought, yeah, Aardman, I guess, is doing a short, and I would have expected in their way, but part of it didn't feel like as epic as season one because I thought every episode did the most in its own style and unique versions of how they actually deal with the Star Wars characters. But I thought, season two isn't as good as season one. But if they could try to go back to anime studios versus independent studios, I feel like, yeah, we have something there. It's going to be the case for this season. And hopefully they could actually try to bring back some elements from season one, which I know not a lot of studios are returning for this because I know a couple ones are returning, like the Ronin one, which I would have expected that to be its own separate Star Wars series, just like how What If expanded on its own episodes and did What If Zombies leading into Marvel Zombies. Who knows what else we might see here, but hopefully they could at least try to improve on last season. So let's take a look at the trailer. There's the
The
Ronin.
path ahead seems so bright with possibility.
Hmm. Oh, a, a Twilight type of animal. I
There are
mean,
some things you
animal
can
person.
believe in,
Huh.
even if you can't see them.
Okay, now that one actually does look neat. More slick than I thought. Slicker than I thought. A lightsaber leg. All right.
Try not to die. Simple, right?
Let's go!
Trust in the Force and its energy, which binds all living things.
He walks again. In the Ronin style specifically.
There is no balance without the light and the dark.
Show me the way.
This one specifically actually looks more interesting. Has its own Sailor Moon build-up. Couple things I want to pinpoint out from the trailer first is that I just peeped that I noticed that there are two specific animated styles that are actually getting sequels compared to season two. First one is very obvious. It's going to be the Ronin one, the one that's in black and white. But the only thing I like is that they're kind of expanding the way we're seeing a couple of lightsaber fights because I kind of did like that the way that they actually did the whole Kurosawa version. I think I'm saying that name right, where they use the lightsabers as swords, and the fact that they actually did its own way, where we could actually do a different style of lightsaber fighting, which used actual anime feel to it, which I wouldn't have expected. Oh, we're just gonna be having sword fights just like in regular Star Wars. But seeing the creative way they actually did the fights in that one episode, and I kind of did see a Twi'lek with a lightsaber leg. I think that's something I haven't seen, and also kind of reminds me of Grindhouse, except instead of a gun, it's a whole lightsaber. And the Village Bride, which I guess it's an under a fan favorite because I feel like everybody, and I specifically love the Ronin episode, but the Village Bride one, that's interesting in a way to say, I don't like it as much as everybody. Not saying that it's bad. It's one of those, oh, that's cool, but not the ones that stand out to me the most. And I kind of do like that one specific style, which it looks animated, but it also feels like a bit 3D-ish. But also the animations and movements feel more slicker than I thought, because I thought, oh, it's gonna look like 2D, but it feels like, huh, this is almost 3D animated on a 2D plate. Nice. Stuff like this is what I want to see Disney do with Star Wars, not just get inspiration from other studios to do their own interpretations, but do something that's minus the Skywalkers, because I feel like, and I did kind of make a point in the Mandalorian teaser, stuff like this is what people want to see come from Star Wars. Yes, we want to see familiar stories. Yes, we want to see characters that we already know reintroduced in other fashions, but I kind of like the way they're doing with Visions. And when they announced Visions before, I thought, okay, we're gonna get our own animated styles of Star Wars, but anime inspirations, I'm like, okay, hopefully they could try and do something new, and they did. A few episodes took place between the movie periods, but I'm like, besides that, they still did their own styles and animations that made this stand out in a way where I'm like, yeah, the Clone Wars did its own thing, expanding lore, introducing characters from left and right. These episodes introduced a couple characters and made you attached to them in that less time they were in, because these were at least 15 minutes long, but each of them felt like a mini movie in themselves, where I thought, huh, who knows if whether or not everything is going to turn out fine, or everything is gonna not going to go the way I think it's going to be. It had me on the edge of my seat at times. And funny enough, I wonder if they're going to be going back to one, because I feel like I'm not wrong in this, and I feel like it was announced like a bit earlier that one episode specifically called like the Ninth Jedi, that's going to be its own little show that they're going to be detracting from this. And I'm not even sure if I'm true or not, because I feel like it has been out there and it said that it might be a show based off one of the Vision episodes. Hopefully it's true, because that's another one I feel like, huh, not a lot of people I know talk about it, but that kind of seemed interesting to me. All I know is that another Star Wars thing is coming up, and also the fact that I'm gonna still be able to watch it before my Disney Plus cancels. We just had Alien Earth and Marvel Zombies come out, but yeah, my thing doesn't expire till November, so yeah, we're in for this one. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. All my social media is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. May the force be with you.